Hey guys, welcome. I'm really excited for today's lesson, and it's an odd request that I get often, which is, Dim, can you actually help me set up my calendar? Because it's all well and good that you've actually, you've understood your values and you've broken it down into goals and you know what you need to do every day. But what, as Tony Robbins says, what gets scheduled gets done. And it's very cool when you take all of this stuff and actually pull it into your calendar so you can see every day when you're going to do what. And it actually leads to a lot of, it's almost like mental freedom that you get. You, through the discipline, you create freedom because from actually not like thinking through what you're supposed to do at what time and planning it and setting up your week like that, then it frees you from worrying about other stuff because you've already planned it properly. So in the moment, you just execute according to the plan. So without further ado, what I've done is I've opened up a blank Google Calendar. So if you don't know how to get to this, just go to Google and type in calendar, and that's the URL right there, google.calendar.com. Now, from a setup perspective, some of you may not, it may start off with a Sunday, and all you do is where it says the settings menu right here, you click settings, and you can scroll down to start week on, and you can change that to Monday, right? And then set custom view 7 days. And then it'll look basically like this. So then you can come back from settings. Right. Now, what you've basically got is a blank calendar. And what you can do from here is you can start to schedule in time for your daily goals. Now, I find the cleanest way to start with this is put in the immovable objects first. And unless you're an entrepreneur and your time is pretty much totally your own, uh, I would assume for most of you, you're working full time. So I would just say, unless you can foresee those things changing anytime soon, I would say the first thing you want to do is just put in your work. So let's say that you get into your office at 8 o'clock and you leave at 5:30. Say what you do is you just click where it says 8, underneath where it says 8, and you pull it down. So you click and hold and pull it down to 5:30, right? And I'm just going to put in work. And then where it says does not repeat, you just click that and you change it to Monday to Friday, right? Uh, and I might change that to a dark blue color. Cool, done. And there you go, easy, right? So you may be commuting for half an hour on either side of that. So I might change this to the 30 minutes commute. I'll put that in gray. And for some of you guys, like I tell you, for me, when I was working corporate, I would uh, um, I would be reading and doing parts of my morning routine because I had a 1 hour commute on the bus. So I would just do parts of my morning routine, which was like reading and meditating on the bus, like gratitude meditation. So you may do something like that too. But there's the commute. On the other side, you've got commute. 5:30, change that to 6. Like I'm just assuming that your commute's half an hour. Put that in gray. Done. Right. Now, the cool part, we'll start putting in the morning routine. So, as mentioned before, the elements of a good morning routine are something which makes you sweat, something that helps with your mindset, and then something that helps you grow. So, if you're, I'm just going to be assuming that you're working in like kind of a 9 to 5 job. Though I know a lot of you guys do shift work as well. If you're working in some kind of 9 to 5 job or even shift work, I would say the first thing you do when you wake up, make that your morning routine. Even if you're doing shift work, do your morning routine first thing. Let it get done. Because the thing is, as I talked about in the morning routine module, your morning routine is what builds the assets for your future. See, it's not urgent, but it is important. And those things which are not urgent but are important are what highly effective people concentrate their time on. Because a good morning routine is where you will build your side business up. And to be honest, that's exactly what I did. A good morning routine is where you build your side business up, where you or you just get ahead with your, even if you don't have a side business or whatever, it's where you're going to get ahead with your workday before other distractions come in place. So without further ado, let's say that say you want to wake up at 6, and I'm just going to put half an hour, like I'm just being super generous here, half an hour for basically like waking up, brushing your teeth, like all of that stuff. I've put in half an hour for that, repeating Monday to Friday, right? Now, a little technique that I use, which I want to share with you, is that everything that's my own personal time, where it's for me to fill my cup, I put that in gold. And I know it sounds silly, but basically, then when I look at this thing, I I can see the amount of my time that I have on it, and it makes me really feel like I'm taking care of myself, before I'm worrying about others. So it's a little technique I use just psychologically to make me feel better. So morning routine, right? And then your morning routine, and I'm going to put that in gold as well, as I said, because it's my time. And your morning routine may consist of like um, Wim Hof, Wim Hof breathing, gratitude, meditation. And let's say the Wim Hof breathing plus the gratitude meditation takes you up to 20 minutes. And then 40 minutes of study or study, reading, building, side business, maybe deep work, which is just like, let's say that you do work in a corporate and you're very happy there. Deep work is basically a period where you put everything away, no one's disturbing you, and you're locked in, your brain can go into flow, and you just channel in for deep work for 40 minutes where you're just smashing out some important task. Deep work, right? Now, one thing that we've missed here is the run. So potentially you'll do the run, let's say you do it for 10-minute run, do a 10-minute run or 10 minutes cardio. And then maybe you won't even have 30 minutes left because Wim Hof is like 11 minutes, gratitude meditation, say that's like 5 minutes, whatever. Like I'm just making up these numbers, right? But like 20 or almost 30 minutes there and then 30 minutes there. So give or take. And then, you might have to extend this to 1 hour and 15 minutes or whatever. You have to when you get used to it, you have to just flex with a little bit so you can get used to it and get into a routine. And over time, as you do it consistently, you'll get faster and more streamlined with it. But there's your breakdown of your morning routine, and you may choose to do your gratitude meditation on your commute or the Wim Hof on the commute. I did both. I didn't really care what people thought. I just did it. So there you go. Done. Right. Now, the last stop, really, I would put, you may have some kind of evening routine. Maybe you go to the gym, or maybe you work on your side business, or maybe you have your time with your girlfriend. So let me just show you one final thing. Let's say that you see your girlfriend on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays. So basically what you can do is you can put gym. Yeah, like, I mean, it's pretty funny, only going to the gym twice a week, but I'm just making an example here. So I'm going to put gym in gold as well because that's my time. And then what you can do is where it says repeats, you can go custom and then Monday and Monday and Wednesday. Yeah, cool. And then relationship. And what you can do right here is if your girlfriend uses calendars, then you can just type in her email here and it'll send this invite to her. And that's what I'll show you my calendar in a second. And that's look, if Yeah, if that's how your calendar is going to look, then to be honest, I would be going to the gym more, obviously. But anyway, there you go. So that's it. And then the last thing I'll say before the end of this video is if you want to be in bed, if you want to be sleeping uh, uh, by 10, the only thing I'd put here, just finish that. If you want to be sleeping by 10, the only thing I'd put here is 1 hour of unwind time. And that's basically where you're doing something which is going to help you be ready for bed by 10. So I basically try to practice, not practice, but I try to prepare for the fact that I'm going to be in bed by 10 an hour before. So we'll just be chilling out. And I know at kind of like 9:45, 9:50, I'm going to go brush my teeth, so I'm going to go to bed at 10. So basically that's the last little, I guess, hack I'll show you with this. And then I'm going to show you my calendar. So there you go. So now you've built out a calendar. Obviously, I kind of disagree with some of this stuff, like having it doesn't give you enough time to do the side projects. Is what I would argue with this. So I just changed the color, and then when you can save it, you can click as this and following events or all events, and all events. There you go. Okay. So that's an example. And as I said, let me just share mine. So there's mine. And as you can see, I've given an hour for the wake time. And to be honest, that includes my, see, I've written Reed and Wim Hof because I also do that in that hour. Then I go to the gym and then try to meditate a bit. See that you can see I've even written what I'm going to do at the gym there. And then I've put in a period here of quiet time, which is like do not disturb time, where I'm just like, I don't check notifications, I don't worry about anything, and I just plug in and I focus. And I've written those little tasks there. So you can see I'm pretty much at the finished time of creating the online course, et cetera, et cetera. Then you can see my calls, blah, 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 are scheduled in. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I'll see you in the next video.